All right, I think I'm one of the first few people to get their hands on a 450fx 2024. And I figured I would make some YouTube videos about some of the stuff I got for it. I already made a video about installing the seat cover if you want to check that out. Pretty straightforward, but obviously to get these side panels off, just the 3 bolts here, here, and here. And I'm going to install this radiator fan kit that is plug and play from Yamaha. It is a GYTR. And anyway, I had this ordered at the same time I ordered the bike, and it showed up. So this comes with all of the mounting hardware that you need. It is plug and play, and it is activated by a temperature gauge. So whenever your bike starts getting warm, this will activate it, but all these are genuine Yamaha parts, obviously. And this is going to go on the right side over here, and it's going to install into these holes that are pre-installed for this specific bike. And I'm pretty dang sure that is the plug for it right there. So I'm going to get this side panel off and work on getting this installed. It did come with instructions as well, so it's super duper easy to do. And especially for you supermoto guys out there, this would be awesome for the street, because your bike's not going to get too hot sitting at stoplights and whatnot. So that's the main reason I wanted to get it, to test it out for you. This kit cost me $120. You can see that right there, $120 from Let's Ride. And a quick shout out to them. I actually got, with my bike, a set of the nice motorcycle tie downs and a beanie, so that was nice of them. This here is the instructions to put on the fan. Super easy, straightforward. It's just 1 page. It says it should take about a half hour to install, so we'll see how that goes. In order to get this side cover off, the radiator shroud, you will need to take off the seat to get to these 2 bolts here. So you're basically going to take off everything but the front and rear fender and stuff. So it is a little bit more invasive, but being a Japanese bike, pretty easy to do. So just take off the 2 side panels and pull off the seat. The seat will just come up and then back. Same thing with the gas tank cover. So once you have that done, you also got to take off that bolt, and that bolt there to get this off. This little clip connector, is for the radiator fan, and it's a little bit easier to unmount it from here in order to get this plug off. That's just to keep it watertight if you don't ever install the fan. So there's just a little tab you get in there with a little screwdriver, and it'll pop right off of this mounting bracket. And then you can pinch these little guys and pull out that plug to plug in the fan. Okay, got that little plug out of there. And I'm just going to clip this guy back on like that. There we go. Now it's not going anywhere. These aren't loose. That's just a rubber mount type deal. So for the radiator mount fan, you got these little guys. So they will slip on there just like that, and there is a little nub to keep them from rotating, but I'm going to do that for all 3 of them. So pretty easy to do. Just slip them on there, make sure you have them the right direction like that. And then the last one is right there. I'll switch hands here. So that one will go back in there like that, and there we go. Now I'm pretty much ready to put on my little fan, and this plug right here will go right into there. Pretty quick and easy. And these are the bolts that came with it to mount the radiator fan. So pretty easy. Okay, I got that installed. So now this will clip right in. Gotta make sure that it's pushed all the way in there, but you get the idea. So that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, on that little plug that you removed to install the cord for the radiator fan, you need to take this little thing off and install it onto here. Otherwise, this will not stay in. So make sure that you don't skip that step. I don't think that it came with that. No, it did not. So just make sure that you take this off and put it onto the new connector before you plug it in. Otherwise, it will not stay in. So that's one thing you need to be careful of. Also, in case you screw up something, that's the fuse for the fan right there. So easy to access. It's labeled, pretty easy, straightforward. So obviously, this is the battery, ground, power, all that stuff, lightweight. And that is how the battery mounts up, which I actually like better than the last one because the last one was a little bit harder to get. You had to like really stretch it and try to get it on, but this is a lot easier. Just being able to pull that guy up and off should make it a lot easier for you guys installing street legal lights and whatnot. There you go. Radiator fan is installed. Covers that bottom part of it. That one bolt back there is a little bit difficult to get to, so a little wobbly extension would probably help a lot with that. I was able to get it with just a longer socket, 1/4 inch socket, but that is the fan. All installed, pretty straightforward. I really like that it's plug and play, made by Yamaha, so you know it's going to last for a long time. That new air box is a lot better than that flat toast style, so get you a lot more air going through there. It's also louder, by the way. For all of you guys that like the intake noises like I do, you can definitely hear that whistle way more.